Now we will start with reactions of phenols. Total 8 reactions we are going to see under this. The very first one is halogenation. Actually, phenol undergoes electrophilic substitution reactions faster than benzene. Phenol undergoes electrophilic substitution reactions faster than benzene. Now if you see the difference between the structure of phenol and structure of benzene, in phenol one of the hydrogen atom is substituted by OH, and we are written resonance structures of phenols, in which we have seen that phenol increases the electron density in benzene ring at ortho and para positions, and therefore electrophile, electron loving reagent, electrophile, electron loving reagent, positively charged, it will take positions at ortho and para positions. Okay. Now, so because of OH group, the benzene ring is activated at ortho and para positions. Now, halogenation, when phenol is treated with bromine, actually bromine water, bromine gas is dissolved in water, we will get C3Br2 at ortho and para positions. Hydrogen atoms are substituted by bromine, and 3 hydrogen atoms which are substituted and remaining Br, they form 3HBr. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 4, 6 tribromophenol. The product obtained is 2,4,6 tribromophenol. If phenol is treated with the same phenol, when it is treated with bromine in presence of carbon disulfide or carbon tetrachloride or chloroform as a solvent, instead of getting this 2,4,6 tribromophenol, we will get a mixture of two different products. We will get a mixture of two different products, orthobromophenol and parabromophenol, which is major product because of the steric hindrance. These are away from each other, they will not repel each other. Okay, these are close to each other, they repel each other. So this is minor product. So when phenol is treated with bromine water, we will get 2,4,6 tribromophenol, and when phenol is treated with bromine in presence of carbon disulfide as a solvent, we will get a mixture of two products, orthobromophenol and parabromophenol, with parabromophenol as a major product. Okay. Now, we will continue with the second reaction. Second reaction is nitration. Nitration is reaction with that is HNO3, nitric acid. So, when phenol is treated with nitric acid, HNO3, we can split as OHNO2, isn't it? HNO3. When phenol is treated with nitric acid, which is dilute one, when phenol is treated with dilute nitric acid, we will get a mixture of again two products, orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. Orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol, with paranitrophenol as a major product. When same phenol is treated with concentrated HNO3, instead of getting this mixture, we will get 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Trinitrophenol, which is also known as picric acid. So, if you are going to use dilute nitric acid, you will get a mixture of ortho and para nitrophenol. And with concentrated nitric acid, we will get 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, that is picric acid. So you have to remember all the reactions. You have to practice a lot for these reactions. This is about nitration. Now we will go to the third reaction, that is sulfonation. We will go to third reaction, sulfonation. Sulfonation is the reaction with sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid. So, when our phenol is treated with sulfuric acid, it is concentrated. We are able to get, that means again two conditions are there, at low temperature, or you can say at 293 Kelvin room temperature, we will get orthophenol sulfonic acid. What is the name? Ortho position is occupied by sulfonic acid group. So orthophenol sulfonic acid, and at 393 Kelvin, at 293 Kelvin we are getting orthophenol sulfonic acid, and at 373 Kelvin, higher temperature, we will get paraphenol sulfonic acid. See the reaction again. When phenol is treated with concentrated H2SO4 at 293 Kelvin, it is at room temperature, we will get orthophenol sulfonic acid, and at 373 higher temperature we will get paraphenol sulfonic acid. What we will get? Paraphenol sulfonic acid. OSO3H is sulfonic acid group. Okay, this is about sulfonation. Now we will go to fourth reaction, that is Rimmer-Tiemann reaction. Name of the scientist? Rimmer-Tiemann reaction. When phenol is treated with chloroform in presence of aqueous NaOH, we will get an intermediate. This phenoxide group is there, and CHCl2. This intermediate is formed, which on further treatment with see the product carefully, intermediate product, which on further treatment with NaOH, it will give us, so this ONA is going to be as it is, and this CHCl2 is converted into CHO aldehyde group. Okay, and which undergoes acid hydrolysis in the last step. Acid hydrolysis, and this is converted into OH, and this is CHO, salicylaldehyde. See the reaction again. Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Phenol, when treated with chloroform and aqueous NaOH, alkali, we will get an intermediate. What is structure of this intermediate? OH is converted into ONA, and CHCl2 from chloroform takes ortho position. When it is further treated with again alkali, this ONA group is retained and this is converted into CHO, oxidation. And on further acid treatment, hydrolysis takes place and ONA is converted into OH, and this is aldehyde, salicylaldehyde, aromatic aldehyde, salicylaldehyde. See the steps carefully and try to remember. Named reactions are always important. Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Preparation of salicylaldehyde. So 2 marks the reaction can come. Now we will proceed further. We will start with the 5th reaction, that is Kolb reaction. 5th reaction is Kolb reaction. When sodium phenoxide, OH is phenol, when H is replaced by Na, that becomes sodium phenoxide. Like alkoxide, you know from alcohol, this is sodium phenoxide. When sodium phenoxide, when it is treated with carbon dioxide, then sodium phenoxide is treated with carbon dioxide at 398 Kelvin, higher temperature, and 6 atmospheric pressure, high temperature, high pressure. We will get, see, this ONA is converted into OH. See, ONA, you have H here, is converted into OH, and we will have COONA, COONA at ortho position. See what has happened in the reaction. Sodium phenoxide is treated with carbon dioxide at high temperature, high pressure. ONA, this is just replacement. This H will come over here, and COONA will occupy ortho position. This intermediate, it will undergo further acid hydrolysis. It will undergo further acid hydrolysis, and it is converted into salicylic acid. It is converted into salicylic acid. So OH and COOH, that is aromatic carboxylic acid, salicylic acid. See the reaction carefully. Named reaction, so you have to remember and practice a lot by writing. What is happening? Instead of taking phenol, we are taking sodium phenoxide as the starting compound. When it is treated with CO2 at high temperature and high pressure, we will get an intermediate, isn't it? Which on further acid hydrolysis is giving us salicylic acid, that is Kolb reaction. Okay. See the reaction carefully so that we will go for 6th reaction. Sixth reaction is oxidation of phenol. Is oxidation of phenol. Phenol undergoes oxidation by using oxidizing agent chromic anhydride. Using oxidizing agent chromic anhydride, and we will get oxidation product. It is ketone para-benzoquinone. What is the name? Para positions with respect to each other. So para-benzoquinone oxidation. See the reaction carefully. Again, important reaction. Phenol undergoes oxidation by using chromic anhydride as dehydrating agent, oxidizing agent, and we are getting para-benzoquinone, that is ketone. The next reaction is, I'll write the name here again, para. Now seventh reaction, catalytic hydrogenation. The seventh reaction is catalytic hydrogenation. So hydrogenation, you know, addition of hydrogen, that is hydrogenation. So whenever phenol, three double bonds are there, no? So hydrogenation, addition of hydrogen. 3 hydrogen molecules will be added across 3 double bonds, isn't it? In presence of course, you know, nickel as a catalyst, and you have to heat, and double bonds are converted into single bonds, and we will get cyclohexanol. What is the name? It is saturated compound, cyclohexanol. That is catalytic hydrogenation. And now we will go to the last reaction, that is reduction of phenol. Oxidation we have seen, now we will see reduction of phenol. Phenol, when treated with zinc dust, heated with zinc dust, undergoes reduction and it is converted into benzene. It is a very important compound, you know. So phenol, when treated with zinc dust as a reducing agent, you have to heat the reaction mixture. It is converted into benzene, and ZnO is the byproduct. The byproduct is zinc oxide. Okay, so this is reduction of phenol, and this is the end of the reactions of phenol, and we will continue with ethers in the next video. Thank you.